Live again. I am in the laundromat, Westerville, Ohio. Any given day or night, this place was jammed with illegals. Now, since they've done the right thing and said it's time to go home, every time I've ever been here or the Walmart next door, any place, just absolutely overrun with illegals. And they're all getting $1,500 a month, plus a few thousand when they came in, plus free rent. And they all have cars somehow. Now they're all gone. They're all gone. If they haven't been picked up as criminals, they're all hiding because they're still here, basically. But it's a different world. It's a different world. Nobody's going to suffer, you know. They're going to go home rich. Meanwhile, I got the government trying to cut me off of my Social Security, trying to cut me off of what few benefits I've got. I'm fighting with DEI hires at the county, Franklin County, and I beat them. I challenged them, and I appealed it to the state. The state of Ohio took one look at it and said, "You can't do this to this guy. Give him back his benefits." But even after that, they still managed to fuck with me. So next on the agenda, getting the SBA off my ass, because they've been found out to have, just handing out billions to mostly criminals. Like there's a company in Redwood City, California, which is San Francisco, a company called Peninsula Catering. These guys used my company name, and my company is pretty much defunct now, thanks to all the influx of illegals driving cars, doing it for a fraction of what I can charge. They used my company name to defraud the SBA of $500,000. $500,000 in my company name. I brought that to the attention of 2 different senators, 2 different representatives here in Central Ohio, one of which is JD Vance. And I brought it to, this is 2 years ago, I brought it to the attention of the SBA attorneys who were investigating all the fraud, right? I heard nothing. Now they don't answer emails, they don't answer phone calls. And the SBA is coming after me for a couple of grand that I got legitimately, which immediately went to rich landlords and rich car companies for car payments and insurance companies. What little I got. Now they want it back. Now the cocksuckers want it back. Not the $500,000 that these Mexicans, because I know who did it out in California. How do I know that? I actually talked to the guy. Because they did it to me 10 years ago when I lived in California. They did the same thing. They stole my Social Security number, hijacked my Amex merchant account, and they ran $400,000 through my merchant account, and then took what little I had actually made and stole that. And I didn't get Amex. It's not our fault. They said the government gave them your Social Security number. Oh, really? Well, the Mexican guy on the phone tells me to go fuck myself. This is back in California. And I went to the Attorney General there. I went to the cops. I went to everybody. They all blew me off because that was the start of all this horse shit with bringing in millions of illegals. Now, thank Christ, they're getting rid of these people. They didn't completely destroy the United States, not yet, but they managed to wipe out people like me, just destroy my business. Now I'm deeper in debt. Fucking doing laundry and wondering, you know, is the phone gonna ring? When it does ring, you know, people, they're calling somebody else. I find out, I used to be on like the first page on Google, and Google fucked me. They pulled me off and they said I needed to re-verify, and you can't re-verify because there's billions of small businesses that got fucked the way they fucked me. So I went from the first or second page on Google to number 40. I looked at it just the other day. I looked at it, page after page, number 40, the car service here in Columbus, Ohio. So I got screwed there, and that's deliberate. They wanted to kill small business in this country, and they did. You know, you can't compete with all these illegals driving Uber and shit, doing it for nothing. And the same thing with Yelp. Yelp did the same thing. I used to get all kinds of calls from Yelp. And then Yelp was calling me every other day, asking me, demanding that I advertise. You know, they want my money. And then I said, no, I said, fuck off. And of course, the calls from Yelp dried up. So you basically get blacklisted. You get shadow banned. So anyway, but at least it's quiet in here. No more packed with illegals doing people's laundry, you know. Every machine would be full. Every dryer would be full. And there'd be 30, 40, 20, 30, 40 of them. They coming and going and parking right in front of the door and blocking the door. They're all gone. Might be a little late, but happy birthday.